G'day again, Emil here from the Performance by Design Institute with another session for you today on a very interesting concept we like to call the competition complex. We've identified that in professional sports there's 4 C's, if you will, that help teams build a high-performing culture, and we're going to leverage this information as always, and how do we apply it to your corporate team. The first C I want to talk about is care. The care factor for individuals' performance inside of a team. This is where people take great pride in their own individual performance and their own individual reputation. Very important for high-performing professional sports teams and corporate alike. Compassion. In high-performing cultures, people have compassion. We define compassion as empathy with action, the ability to feel someone else in your team go through a bit of a struggle and potentially discomfort, and reach out and take action to help them move from that place of pain into a bit more clarity and freedom and in that high performance state. Compassion, there's a lot of compassion inside of great teams. Celebration, great teams celebrate together, okay? So if this is care factor on individual performance, this is our care for others, and this is our celebration together. You see cities stop when teams win championships. Even in the AFL, they stop the city before the grand final. We celebrate. Great teams celebrate their success and they do it well. I was recently actually in Toronto for the Raptors when they won the NBA championship and the city completely closed down. Great teams celebrate. Think about that inside of your own corporate team. The one that's interesting is competition. I don't talk about external competition and wanting to beat your opponent. I'm talking about internal competition. In great teams, they devise a way for the team internally to strive to be the best they can be and challenge each other to drive performance. Now, what's interesting in professional sports, if players live these other 3 really well and do a really good job, one of the challenges is they could lose their position to a fellow teammate. Now, I know this happens inside the corporate space in relation to promotions and so forth, but in professional sports, it's happening every day. If you live this, and this, you may lose your position to a teammate. Such an interesting way to look at it, isn't it? Now, what this looks like in the way of applying it inside of sports, so we can look at it in the corporate space. San Antonio Spurs, complete dynasty in the NBA. Unbelievable free throw shooters through their dynasty, winning 5 championships, I think, in about 13 or 14 years. What they did internally was after training, everyone would shoot 25 free throws, creating that game-like atmosphere because every shot was tracked. They then kept that in an internal scoreboard for everyone to see, rising that internal competition. Alistair Clarkson and Hawthorn Hawks lost the 2012 premiership to poor kicking. Clarko wanted to know, how did the San Antonio Spurs shoot so well, so accurately? Went over, took that methodology, brought it back to Hawthorn, tracked their goal kicking after training and during training, so that there was that game-like atmosphere, created an internal scoreboard, won the next 3 championships, an unbelievable feat in modern Aussie rules football. What this looks like, the question now, have you set up your team, your corporate teams, to promote healthy internal competition? Okay. One of my teams in Canada, a great group that works with schools, they decided to reverse their commission structure and move away from the individual and flip it over to team with a twist. They were selling in-school programs to principals, and guys had different regions, okay, different regions of the city, and you got an individual commission per area. What they realised though, that some areas were really affluent and really strong and had a great ability to buy programs. So rather than have individuals, they said, no, let's pull everything together. And if one guy needs to jump over here to support this guy and see a school teacher, then so be it. We'll start to raise that teamwork so that when we do sell, we do win together. The way they kept the internal competition is they still had a weekly award. Who got the most sales per week, and they called it the advisor. They had a little fun way of celebrating that weekly advisor who sold the most. But when they did win, they won together. What a great way to promote that, a healthy internal competition. When we win, we all win together, but on a weekly basis, let's strive to get the most. Fantastic internal competition. Great question to ask yourself. Got any questions, please give us a buzz. Like and comment on our thing and share it, post it around, and we'll see you again soon in the Performance by Design Institute.